Today, quite simply, has to be all about getting a couple of cars up for sale. And the two I'm thinking of is this one and the other one. The press release 45 doesn't really need anything, it just needs cleaning, vacuuming, making look a bit nicer. The roof could do with repainting, but I'm going to leave that for the next owner as well, because why not? I don't want it using its MOT up, just sat here without being up for sale. If it ends up being here for longer, you know, it's one of those jobs that could happen. But it's a respectable looking car, so let's just bung it up for sale. Currently it's a rather grubby little so-and-so. Those wheels need cleaning, that paint is not very shiny, that needs cleaning. What about the interior? Yes, the vacuuming would help there indeed. Yeah, so close the door. It's just not going to look fantastic without quite a bit of work on the paint, and I'm not going to do that ever. But that's not entirely true. In fact, if this car was to hang around for long enough, it could well end up getting done. Or if somebody wanted to buy this car and they wanted to pay for the materials so it could be done, that's a possibility as well. If you wanted me to do the work, commission me to do the work, I reckon I could possibly have a conversation about that. But in the meantime, it's going to stick with its bits of paint missing and lack appeal, and that bit there, the wheels that need refurbishing, the roof that needs repainting ideally, and well, that's it really. There's not really much else to say about it. It's tidy enough. Most of the interior is properly green. Even the carpet when you get at the right angle. Why can I not see green? I can see green with my own eyes, but I can't see it in the camera. It's going to be one of those days. As well as getting the press release 45 up for sale yesterday, I want to do the same thing for Harry Seacombe there. But it needs a wash, so I have to wash it first, aren't I? Oh gosh, I forgot about that. My omelette. So now I'm going to take Harry Seacombe somewhere for a photo shoot. Progress from yesterday is another car for sale, which I took pictures of yesterday and bunged it up for sale before I came to work this morning. And that car, of course, is this one. Harry Seacombe. But it's not going to stop there, because now there's another one I need to put up for sale. Toby Charles. Now you may know that this is a car that I really don't want to sell. And if one of the others sells, then obviously I'll be keeping hold of it for a while. But it's a case of needs must. But how must needs be? Because to be honest, it's not going cheap. No, I'm going to clean it up properly today, which I won't do a video about because that's not very exciting, and then I shall take pictures of it, and then I shall do an advert, and it will be going up for a price that reflects its rarity, let's say. In case you're confused, yes, I did clean this just the other day, but it's been outside ever since, and it's had all sorts of traffic splashing the rainy weather all against it and making it look unhappy. Oh dear, poor thing. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about the cleaning process or anything like that. I'm just going to do it and then show you the finished result. Yes, look at that, what a beautiful boy you are, all vacuumed out and lovely and fantastic and shiny. Let's get back to being sensible again now. Look how lovely it is. It's come up rather well, in fact. I've cleaned every bit of it, every single bit, except for the bits I haven't cleaned, like under here. And now it's time for Toby Charles's photo shoot. I love doing test drives of cars. but very few give me that feeling of I'd really like to have one of these. The Jaguar definitely did that. Nissan X-Trail, not really. The Dutton Phaeton, not really, although it was a lot of fun. The French stuff I find myself really rather quite liking, but I don't end up thinking, yeah, I really want one of those. And that's what's different about Rover. For some reason, somehow, they made cars that just made you smile. And I've said this all before, but every Rover I drive, I find myself thinking, I'd really like to keep that. I could see myself driving that every day. With the occasional exception of a really bad example, a really scruffy, horrible example possibly, but other than that, no, I like them all. But this one goes just a bit beyond that. In fact, it goes quite a long way beyond that. When this car was stored away at Senior Mustard's house, it was out of mind and then somewhat out of sight. Maybe the other way around. And that was quite easy actually. Now it's back in my hands. It's going to be tough, this. I'm taking it now to do some pictures, to get some really nice pictures, somewhere scenic rather than just the yard. And it's just going to make me want it more. And I still have the choice, sort of. You see, I'm not putting this car up for sale for no reason. I'm not putting it up for sale because I don't want it. I'm putting it up for sale because I have to sell something. Otherwise I've got to stop altogether and just go back to my old job. I don't really particularly want to do that. Well, there we go. I have my pictures, I have some footage, and I have... Every time I drive this car, I end up feeling a bit disappointed. It's either worrying about it, being hyper vigilant everywhere I go, and now I'm driving it thinking, well, it's not even going to be mine for much longer, is it? Someone's going to buy it. That means I'm not enjoying it right now. How many people do you see driving the opposite direction, looking genuinely happy? I mean, they might be happy inside, but they're not happy for the moment because of the car that they're driving. And I know this because the majority of people drive modern cars. They drive modern cars because of a variety of reasons. One is they think they're going to be more reliable, better on fuel, cheaper to tax, more desirable, better for the image, all these kind of things. But what they don't do is press that one button that makes you happy whilst you drive them. At least I can say I've had one of these 420 GSI Tourer in British Racing Green. What an excellent car to behold. Just look how cool this car looks in this low light. It's excellent. It looks so cool, in fact, that I've had to put my hat on so I can get anywhere near competing. So, Mustard's got his hat on, he's driving his way home, he's driving his Rover 420 and he's rather sad. Yeah. It's really getting to me, to be honest, the idea of selling this car. But sometimes you've just got to do things like that. Anyway, see you in the next one. And yet again, my microphone has gone off. And rather than just going and re-recording this particular section, because I could do, I haven't gone home. I'm still here. actually editing this video right now. But instead, of course, I'm just simply choosing to just voice over this bit of video instead, where I show you the Streetwise, the car that is now up for sale as well. I've taken use of Boaty's pictures, so I've not even had to take my own. I've not had to go out and clean it again. I've just basically bumped it up on Facebook. And guess what? This is the car. Yep, this one is the one where I've had most of the messages. Yes, that's right. And only 3 of those 4 messages were scam messages. Amazing.